Good afternoon and welcome to our lesson today. Today we are going to learn about angles. The topic is geometry, and what you're going to learn about angles is actually the relationship between different angles that we have. The first example that we have is that of supplementary angles. Supplementary angles are angles that lies on a straight line. For instance, given that this one is a straight line, there are two angles here. We have got angle A and angle B. Angles on a straight line add up to 180 degrees. That means angle A plus angle B will give you 180 degrees. So if you are given the value of angle A as 20, for you to be able to get the value of angle B, you take 180, you subtract 20, which will give you 160. So, angles on a straight line, they always add up to 180 degrees. The other type of angle that we have is what we call the complementary angles. What are complementary angles? Complementary angles are angles that add up to 90 degrees. For instance, this angle here is a right angle. And so the sum of these two angles is equals to 90 degrees. For example, if this angle is 30 degrees, then since angle A plus angle B will give you 90, to get the value of angle A, you will take 90, subtract 30, and you get the value of angle A as 60. Number 3, we have got vertically opposite angles. These are angles that are opposite each other on or at the point of intersection of two straight lines. For instance, this line intersects with this line here. At this point of intersection, there are 4 angles that have been formed. And we say angle A is vertically opposite angle C, and angle B is vertically opposite angle D. And the statement that you normally make here is that vertically opposite angles are always equal. It then means angle A is vertically opposite C, and so angle A is equals to angle C. Again, angle D is vertically opposite angle B, and therefore angle D is equal to angle B. Remember, we have said that vertically opposite angles are always equal. Then we have got what we refer to as the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles are formed when a straight line intersects a pair of parallel lines. So this line is parallel to this one here. Here's a straight line here. This straight line that cuts across two parallel lines is referred to as a transversal. So with corresponding angles, this angle here, which is angle B, is similar to angle F, because the two angles are made of two lines, and the two lines are similar because this line extends from this particular point to this particular point, and the two lines here are parallel, meaning this angle here is going to be referred to as corresponding angle because it corresponds with angle F. You cannot talk of a single corresponding angle. We only talk about a pair of corresponding angles. For instance, angle B corresponds to angle F. And so we say that corresponding angles are always equal. So B corresponds to F, that is angle B corresponds to angle F. Angle A corresponds to angle E. Angle D corresponds to angle H. And angle C corresponds to angle G. That means this angle here is equals to this one here. Angle A is equals to angle E. angle D is equals to angle H. Then we have got what is referred to as the alternate angles. Alternate angles are angles that are formed when a transversal, like in our case here, cuts across two parallel lines. When that happens, you are able to form letter Z. It can also be an inverted Z. It's either letter Z or inverted letter Z. It could be letter N or an inverted letter N that will give you alternate angles. Let's see the alternate angles in this particular case. We have talked about letter Z. So D alternates F. C alternates E. Those are what we refer to as alternate angles, and alternate angles are always equal. That is the reason why I'm talking about letter Z and inverted Z, letter N and inverted N. We go to co-interior angles, again derived from parallel lines and a transversal, but this time round, the co-interior angles, the prefix or this, we call them suffix or prefix. Co means two. Prefix. The prefix means, the prefix co means there are two. For instance, these are parallel line, these are transversal. Co-interior angles are angles on one side or either side of a transversal, but they are inside and they are adjacent. They are adjacent. We have a transversal, parallel lines, and the two angles that find themselves on either side of the transversal and they are inside, we refer to those angles as co-interior angles. For example, angle C is co-interior angle E, and angle D is co-interior angle F. Co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees, meaning angle D plus angle F will give you 180 degrees. Angle C and angle E will give you 180 degrees. Let me say that again about co-interior angles. Co-interior angles are angles on the either side of a straight line, but in between two lines. For instance, there is this line here and this line here. These two angles are on the same side of this transversal. If you add this angle here, which is angle D, and angle F, the sum is 180 degrees. Same case applies to the other angles on the other side of this particular transversal. Angle C plus angle E are referred to as co-interior angles. When you get the sum of these two angles, you'll get 180 degrees. So the conclusion that you make there is that co-interior angles add up to 180 degrees. So hope you have learned something today. So until our next lesson, it's goodbye to you all.